Hi guys, it's Lindy, and today I'm going to be doing a review on Bad Feminist by Roxane Gay. This book is a collection of essays written by Roxane Gay. They range from feminism to race to feminists of color and pop culture and how pop culture can affect all of these things. Also included in these essays are a few personal ones that Gay includes to get the readers to know her a little bit better and to know her background. These essays deal a lot about identifying oneself as a feminist and the negative stigma and the negative assumptions that come along with that, like you hate men, or you don't shave your legs, or you're a lesbian, or stuff like that. That's a lot of the negative assumptions that people make time and time again, which is not true. Especially the man-hater thing. That's the biggest one, and that's just not true. I don't hate men at all. I have a boyfriend, we have a great relationship, and I don't hate him. So, that's what I think about that. I think the negative assumptions that people make about feminists or feminism as a whole is one of the largest obstacles that we have to face, just because it feels like an insult, and it is most of the time meant to be an insult when someone calls you a feminist or something like that. And so it really kind of wears people down and keeps people away from calling themselves a feminist. I know that for myself, I didn't actually embrace the title of being a feminist until my senior year of high school, which was only a couple years ago. Prior to that, when I was younger, and I definitely still had feminist ideals. I messed up that word. Anyway, in high school, I've always had these same thoughts and these same ideas pretty much. Some of them have changed from when I was younger to now now that I'm older and kind of understand more of what women go through. But when I was younger and I had these feminist ideas, and people would call me a feminist, I would say, I'm not a feminist. I just feel this way. I'm not a feminist, because it felt like an insult and it felt like it was an attack to my personality. And I definitely didn't want my personality to be attacked, and I definitely wanted to be likable. And you know, when you're in high school anyways, you're trying to figure out how to identify yourself, and you're trying to figure out who you really are. And so in high school, in the beginning of my high school career, I definitely didn't want to be called a feminist. It just felt like an insult to me. And then when I got a little bit older and understood more so what feminism was, and said, hey, I feel these way about like almost everything, I feel this way, then that is when I decided to call myself a feminism and stop letting this negative stigma perpetuate with my life. But that was one of the largest obstacles, and for a lot of women it is. What I really loved and appreciated about this book was the fact that Roxane Gay was brutally honest with us. She included some very, very personal information about herself that kind of affects the way that she thinks about things now, because she has had personal things happen to her. But she's very honest with her downfalls as a feminist, how she likes catchy music like Blurred Lines and Chris Brown and stuff like that. She humanizes feminism for us, and she lets us women know that it's okay to be a feminist and fall short. So that was probably the best thing, that she was just brutally honest with us, which I loved. It made me understand the book more, and it helped me connect. Another thing that I loved about this book was the fact that Roxane Gay put all these thoughts and ideas that I have and all of my beliefs that I have into really great words. She worded them so well. Sometimes I can't efficiently explain exactly how I feel about things. I just can't grasp the different words and how to tie them all together. But she did this for me, which was really, really great on a personal level. Some of my favorite quotes from this book: in the very beginning, Roxane says this. She says, I believe feminism is supporting the choices of women, even if we wouldn't make certain choices for ourselves. Another quote is, we are refusing to settle. We're refusing to forget how much work there is yet to be done. This explains feminism as a whole for me, because people a lot of times will say, well, aren't we getting a little bit better? Are we doing better? Like, why are you complaining? We're doing better. Well, there's so much left to get done, so much left to get done before I have children of my own, before I have little men and little women of my own. I want them to both learn these things, to respect each other, and that women don't have to be submissive and men don't have to be sexually aggressive, that we don't have to abide by these gender rules that we treat as laws, that we don't have to. And there's so much to be done. And I'm refusing to settle. Better is not good enough for me. And then my favorite quote in the entire book is, "We continue to have national and state debates about abortion, birth control, and reproductive freedoms. And men, mostly, are directing the debate. This is the stuff of satire." That's one of my favorite quotes, just because of the fact that I don't think that my body should be the government's, and I don't feel that my body is really my body, because it's debated over constantly about my rights, and this is my body, and I just don't believe that the government should have anything to do with that. But overall, I definitely recommend this book. For me, the beginning was kind of slow, so I give it a 3.5 stars out of 5. But if you're interested in feminism, you should definitely give it a go. But thanks for watching. See you later, guys.